What is going on, guys? Your boy Ryan here. I am back with another video. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody who came by the Truth Never podcast last night. We had a blast talking with you guys last night. Friday, man, every Friday, nothing but gaming, debates, you name it. We do it all on the podcast on Fridays. Wednesdays, we just chill, chill and talk about other stuff with you guys, and we let subscribers on and whatnot. So I'm glad everybody had fun on the show last night. I know I did, so I'm glad you guys did. Monday, I have a special guest, like I said beforehand, coming on Monday at 8 o'clock. So it's going to be a treat to have him on the show. I cannot wait to share that with you guys. So yeah, Monday at 8 o'clock. Don't worry, I'm gonna have that set on the event, so you guys will have that. So you guys have a reminder, let you guys know that yes, it is happening. Cannot wait to do that. Okay. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into this news. I'm not really going to play no intros. I don't feel like I want to kind of get this video out there pretty fast, so excuse me. But anyway, the PS5, there's a lot of rumors going around, especially after Ubisoft, has claimed that the PS5 and the new Xbox are pretty much 2 years away. So with that being said, there's a lot of things going around. A lot of speculation, especially for The Last of Us Part 2. A lot of people believe that The Last of Us Part 2 is just going to be it's going to be kind of like what Nintendo did with Legend of Zelda. You notice how the Switch launched with Legend of Zelda, which was a massive console seller, and it was also a port basically from the Wii U. So they're thinking that the PS5 will have The Last of Us Part 2, kind of like a port from the PS4, if not completely made for the PS5 as a launch thing for the PS5. So to show off the big gen leap with the PS5, and then we'll have the the port for those who are on PS4. Me personally, I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? I can see that happening. But one thing I will say, and I believe this will happen anyway, because let's be real here, the PS4 and the PS5 will most likely use the exact same PC architecture, which is x86. If you guys remember, a lot of people really were mad because the PS3 games were not backwards compatible with the PS4. And you have every right to be mad with that, but you guys need to understand that, those games were using different architectures, you know what I'm saying? Completely different architectures. So the reason why you didn't get, all those games simply, backwards compatible with that of the PS4 was because, it would take more money. Like, they would have to the only way for you to get those games on the PS4 from the PS3 is if they, remastered them. That was the only way for you to get them. That was the only way. You know what I'm saying? It was sad, but true. It's sad, but it is what it is. Sony went the weird route, last gen with the cell processor. Cell processor has a lot of, like Mark Cerny said, there's actually a cool video from Mark Cerny when he was talking about the history of PlayStation, how he basically brought up the cell architecture, but, he didn't know it was going to lead to a $600 price, of a console, which he knew. He spelled disaster with that too, which, the dude knew what he was talking about. But, the cell architecture, believe it or not, that cell architecture had more potential and a lot more out of it. But the thing was, right, they couldn't get more out of it because of the weak CPU that was in the... Actually, no. Was it the CPU? No, I'm sorry. Because of the weak GPU. Because the GPU in the PS3 was weak. But the CPU, the cell, was actually high. So they weren't able to get that much out of it with the GPU. But, it's all good, though. We got some good games from the PS3. You know what I'm saying? But, again... backwards compatibility will most likely happen with the PS5 because it will use x86 PC architecture, which is the same thing that's in the PS4. So all your PS4 games will most likely carry over to your PS5, most likely. The reason why I said that again, they're going to take jabs. They're definitely going to follow Microsoft steps. Microsoft did a lot of things right with the Xbox One X in terms of their games. Like, for all your games will work on the Xbox One X, your accessories, your controllers. I can see Sony definitely doing that with the PlayStation 5. Everything carries over for a smoother transition. So that way, there will be no doubts or no complaining, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, controllers are concerned with the PS5, I'm expecting the same DualShock 4 kind of design. Let's be real here. They knocked out the part with this design, but they might improve a little bit more. They might add some like textures or like more gripping on the sides or whatever. They'll do something like that. But the PS4 controller is definitely here to stay. That's going to be your PS5 controller, definitely. I don't see them messing that up. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that's pretty much it for the PS5. This article you guys are looking at is basically like a little recap. They're just talking about everything, They're saying, will they repeat the Switch's, success with the launch and everything. And I believe so, if they definitely had The Last of Us as a console launch thing. Especially we have Death Stranding also as a console launch thing. Remember, we don't have a release date for Death Stranding, and we haven't seen gameplay. So odds are we might actually get that too with the PS5 and have those be launched, exclusive type things to launch the console and get it out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, sure, a lot of people might come at me and say, well, they're not going to be exclusive. True, you got a point. They're not going to be exclusive. They are going to be, on PS4. But again, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be launched. They're going to be launch things. It's going to be a launch thing, obviously. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it for the PS5 in terms of, like, what I would think will happen. You know what I'm saying? They also talked about price point, too. They brought up Michael Pachter's thing, too. I forgot to touch on that. They brought that up in this very article. Don't worry. It's going to be in the description below. You guys check it out. They brought up how if the Xbox One X does very well with the $500 price point, then the odds of the PS5 being $500 will be very likely. However, if the Xbox One X doesn't do well with the $500 price tag, then the PS5 basically will not be $500. It'll be that sweet spot $400. I see it like this, people. The reason why I would say the Xbox One X wouldn't really sell that high to begin with at $500 is because the Xbox One X simply doesn't have the content to justify the price. You already know me, how I feel about that. They don't have the content to justify the price of $500. So Sony has the content to justify a $500 price tag. If they needed to do $500, hey, more power to them. You know what I'm saying? They got the games to back that up. Now, that could easily leave Microsoft up to, they could easily come out of the woodworks and say, okay, our console will be $400. Sure. But again, it all comes down to games. And Microsoft, let's say they are, priced cheaper. Will they invest in the games? Will they bring the games like they did with the 360? Something tells me they wouldn't. Something tells me they wouldn't. And I just had that feeling. I had that gut feeling deep down in my soul that they would not do that. So it is what it is, people. It is what it is. And odds are, Microsoft will release their thing first. Usually that's how it works. Microsoft goes first with this whole, releasing price points at E3 and everything like that. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I highly doubt Sony would just jump, full face in and go, yeah, this is our new console without even waiting for Microsoft to announce theirs. So, I don't think Sony would do that. I think Sony is just going to ride this generation out until they see that first, announcement, or as soon as they hear the first rumors really about the Xbox One X, or the new Xbox, coming out, and they'll go, okay, let's do our event beforehand, you know what I'm saying, to get our stuff out there and then see what Microsoft has to do. That's most likely what Sony wants to do. So it is what it is. But 2019, we're definitely going to see the PS5 banner. 2019 and 2020 is most likely when we're going to get the console. I don't think it's going to be 2019. 2020 most likely is definitely going to happen. Definitely not 2019. In other PlayStation news though, Syphon filter has just now been trademarked by Sony. That's right. It's it's been trademarked by Sony. Now, before everybody like me needs to stop getting hyped for one thing. Like I was hyped when I heard about this. I really was. A lot of you hit me up with Twitter with this. Before I even jump out of my seat about this, I want you guys to understand, yes, this is cool that this has happened. This is great that this is happening, but the odds of us actually seeing this are very slim. I don't think we're going to see this until the PS5. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Even if they trademarked it, that doesn't mean they just started development or anything. So we don't have anything from the game. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it is cool to see the game finally, mentioned after all these years. It's going to be great to see. Without a doubt, it's going to be great to see. So, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward. So that's awesome that we got Syphon Filter trademarked by Sony. Good job, Sony. Keep it up with the games, man. I'm very happy that we got this officially coming back. Supposedly, we already got Crash back. We got Spyro next with Activision, so it's gonna be a great year for PlayStation, guys. I'm not sure if Xbox dudes are getting Crash yet, but there are rumors going around that Crash Bandicoot is heading to the Xbox One and One X. Hopefully, they actually buy it because it's a game that is worth buying. It's a game that everybody needs to play. I'm telling you right now, Crash Bandicoot is absolutely amazing on PS4, and I expect it to be just as good on the Xbox. I expect it. And the last bit of news. If you guys don't have a PSVR or you don't have a PS4, well, now's the time to definitely look into one, especially after all the games that was on the VR and the PS4. Let's go ahead and go down. For Black Friday, that's right, for Black Friday, Sony has a special deal going around. It's ridiculous too. Basically, you get a 1 TB PS4 for $200. That's right, a 1 TB PS4 Slim, not the PS4 Pro, but the Slim PS4 for $200, and they have the PlayStation VR for $300. That right there is definitely a steal. That is something great. And I forgot to mention the PSVR for the PS5. Definitely, the PSVR is definitely going to be carried over for PS5. I can see that definitely happening. They're not dropping it. It's making them a lot of money, so they're definitely not going to cut VR yet. But yeah, meant to bring that up. But yeah, $300 for the PSVR, $200 for the PS4 Slim. Hey, if you guys don't have a PS4, now it's time to get one on Black Friday. Go right ahead. Go crazy, man. It's going to look good. That's going to be great, man. That's going to be great. So it'll start on November 19th and going through Cyber Monday on November 27th. This is when these deals will be available to everybody. So I already know, Target will be, lit. It's going to be the first to Target. And I'm pretty sure, I'm going to say Walmart, because I know Walmart is definitely going to follow suit because, I worked at Walmart at one point. I had to put up stuff. So, definitely it's going to follow suit at Walmart and everything in that nature. But yeah, it's a lot happening for PlayStation. So good to see. Definitely good to see. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel, and I will see you guys later. You guys be good. Stay blessed. Stay easy. Deuces.